You're watching System Files Part 2, removing system file attributes with batch file. In the last video I showed you this simple command which we could use to remove the system attribute and the hidden file attribute from files individually within a folder. In the end of this video I just want to be able to type in this one simple command and have that act on the entire folder at once. Now the way it works is that when you type a command like ipconfig, it will look through a list of folders. It will find this system32 folder, and then it will find the ipconfig.exe, and it will run that. So what I want to do is to add a folder to that list of folders that it's going to look through and have it run my commands for me without me having to type in the whole path into it every time. So what I've done is I've just created a folder. I called it BAT, something just nice and short. You can call it whatever you want. So I just created that folder in there, and then what we want to do is to add it to the list of the folders that ipconfig is going to look through. So to do that, we just want to go to start sysdm.cpl and hit enter, and it will open up this window. Go into advanced and down to environment variables, and then it's down here in the system variables where you want to scroll down to where it says path, and you can either double click here or click edit, and this comes up with a list of folders. You can see that each folder in here is separated by a semicolon. So if I go home on this one, you can see I just typed in C:/BAT, name of my folder, followed by this semicolon there. So if you can do the same for your folder, and then just click OK on that, and then click OK on that, and then we're ready to actually start creating our batch file and adding it into that folder. So batch files are basically just text files. You can write them with any text editor. I'm just going to use Notepad for this one. And what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to use the for loop, and the for loop just says for some kind of variable in something, it's going to just do something. Okay, and the do is just the commands that we typed in earlier. So it's going to do attrib-s-h/s. Okay, and what it's going to do it in is just open bracket star.star. Close bracket. So basically for any file with any extension, it's going to perform that command on it. The variable doesn't matter in this one, so I'm just going to use the standard variable, which is %% followed by an X. And after that, I want to close the command prompt. I'm just going to type in exit, and we're done. So if we now save this into the folder we just created, so go into your batch folder. In order to save it as a batch file and not a text file, you want to come down here and change this to all files so it doesn't append txt to the end of it. And then you just type in remove.bat, and make sure you have that bat extension on the end of it to change it into a batch file. And then click save. And now we are ready to roll with that. So what's left is just to go and test it. So I'm going to test it in my secret files folder up here. Okay, it's just got, Muses Absolution, same as I had in my last video. But to navigate the command prompt to this folder without having to type the whole path, just hold down the Shift key and right click, and then it opens up this Open Command Here window option. Click on that one, and you can see it navigates directly to that path, and then we just type in remove. That should now, there you go, you can see all these now are no longer system files. They've all popped up nicely, and we can do whatever we want with them. In this case, I'm just going to use it to wipe the entire folder. So I'm just going to click yes on that one. That should work nicely for me now. Yep, they've all gone, they've all disappeared, and the secret files folder has gone as well. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next video.